All right, today we're changing rotors on our 2014 Sierra. Okay, what I did already, I took the brake caliper off, which are these two 19 millimeter bolts, which are right here. And also you got to remove the bracket that holds the brake pads and the caliper itself. Once you remove those two out of the way, these are also 19 millimeter bolts. You have this one little screw that's got to come out. So this one's been soaking for a little bit. Sometimes you don't get them off as easy as you would want to. So over the years, what I've learned to do is soak it a little bit with a little bit of WD-40. And then I get my little key adapter, which is right here. I don't know if you can see that too good, but that's what size it is. And it goes right in like this. So what I had to do for this, to get it loosened up to where it'll come off like it is now, I had to tempt it a little bit with my little sledgehammer. What you want to do is hit it somewhere in the area where the bolt sits, because over time what happens is you get water and stuff that sits in there, and then it kind of locks it into place. So once you get that knocked out and everything, also too, I was trying to use this little screwdriver adapter to get it off. That didn't quite work. So what I had to do was put this on there, which is basically a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 inch, or however you want to call it. Put it on there and then kind of torqued on a little bit, and then it started coming off. Make sure when you're taking this thing off, don't let it spin or slip, because if you do, you'll strip out this tip or either that tip, which is a pain in the butt to replace. So now, the rest of this video is going to show me putting everything back together. So if you're doing the brakes or doing the rotors on a Sierra in 2014, everything goes into reverse that I'm doing. But like I said, on this one, all the thing I got to do is just the rotors. So I'll be right back. So also a side note that I didn't say anything about, it's usually good to spray your brake cleaner on it, on a rotor, before you actually get started putting it on there, because that way you can do the front and back side. Like so. You know, nothing major, just get a little bit on there. Front and back side, a little split. So, like I said, just spray enough on there to cover everything. Then, go ahead and take out the old rotor. Then install your new rotor. Like so. Also, another thing to look at, check out where the screw goes. So when you get ready to put it on, it goes on that much faster. It's pretty good. There. Only thing, you just put the screw back in. Like so. You basically gonna get it as tight as you can. And then you put your bracket back on for your caliper. Screw your screws back in. Easy to get them started by hand before you put a lot of torque in on it. There it goes. Get your other screw. Make sure everything lines up, because if not, it won't go in. Like I'm doing, the only thing I'm doing is doing it by hand. Get it snugged up. And then that looks better. And just tighten everything up now. Also make sure you got a big enough ratchet or breaker bar to get everything torqued back down. Also too, good rule of thumb for these brackets, as you probably noticed on the screws, I had thread locker on it. Have your thread locker on these so the screws don't back out. Because the last thing you want is your screws to back out of these. Alright, set this down right here for a second so I can tighten these up. Now for the caliper. Now when you took this off originally, you might have had to compress it just a little bit just so you can slide it over. If you didn't, you're gonna have a hard time trying to get it back on now. So what I do, I compress it a little bit so I can take it on and off easy. So now, like I said, just get in there, get it started. Get your bottom one in. And do the same thing, tighten them up as well. Same thing with the bottom. So now I'm just gonna lay this down while I'm doing all of that. You'll probably hear me in the background, but that's fine. Just know that it's being done. All right, and that's all to it. And also, make sure before you take off in the vehicle, you at least pump the brakes up about 4 or 5 times to make sure that all of that pressure that you push back through the system will come back and realign itself where it's supposed to with the brake pads so they make contact. Because the last thing you want to do is put it in gear and it keeps going, which I've seen happen before. But as always, like, subscribe, and comment. And feel free to add yourself or tell people to add them to my channel. And I try to make somewhat informative videos for people who want to do work on their own vehicles at home but are afraid to. It just shows you what all you need and how to do it yourself. All right, thank you.